Welcome again. It's time to talk about marriage. Today, I'm just looking at tears in marriage. So many people are married, but things happen in marriage that cause them to cry, and they end up shedding tears. Most of the times, it's things that are out of their control. It's things that they cannot change themselves. It's because of things that are natural. As a result, there's nothing they can do, and they end up shedding tears. The tears come out because of pain. What they'll be going through or what they are going through in their marriages causes them pain. As a result of the pain that they go through, they shed tears. So many painful experiences are taking place in marriages. So many married people are going through issues that cause them to shed tears. Maybe you are one of them. Maybe there are issues, there are circumstances in your marriage that are causing you to shed tears. I've got a word for you today. My advice is, no matter the pain, no matter the sorrow, no matter the tears, just hold on to God. Just run to Him. Just hold on Him. He knows what you are facing. He knows what you are going through. He sees the tears. You might think it's private. You might think it's on your own. You might think it's in your bed. You might think it's in a room where there's no one else to see you. But He's there to see you. And he knows every tear that is coming out of your eyes. He knows the pain. He knows the sorrow. Just hold on to Him and go back to Him and present your issue to Him, present your case to Him, because He knows already that there are issues like that, there are people like that who are married, but they are going through issues that cause them to shed tears. They are going through painful issues. If you find yourself in such a situation, know that you are not the only one. Even in the Bible, it happened. The Bible says in 1 Samuel 1:7, it happened year after year. As often as she went up to the house of the Lord, she would provoke her. So she wept and would not eat. This was Hannah. Hannah was weeping. Hannah was shedding tears in marriage, up to a point that she could no longer eat. It was happening every year, every year, every year. She was shedding tears every day. She was finding it difficult to eat every day. Why? Because of pain, because of painful experiences that she was going through in a marriage, not because of her spouse. Most of the times, people are shedding tears in marriage is not because of their spouses. With their spouses, they've got no problems, but it's because of family, extended family. It's because of colleagues. It's because of people who know them, neighbors, friends, who know them and they know their situation and they cause them pain. They cause them sorrow, they cause them tears. But as a couple, they've got no problems. As the couple, they know what they are going through, they know the situation, and they are happy as they are. But it is broken to other people. Like in this case of Hannah, it was Penina. Penina was causing Hannah pain. Penina was causing Hannah to shed tears. Penina was causing Hannah to be unable to eat. Broken. It was not the husband. So many people are going through similar situations, especially this case of Hannah. So many people are going through it. She was shedding tears in marriage because of fruit of the womb. So she did not have a baby. She could not conceive. So many people are going through similar situations. They are married, but they cannot conceive. And they end up shedding tears. Maybe they've been in such a situation for so long. Maybe they've been in such a situation not too long, but still they are shedding tears. Still they are going through pain. Why? Because it's painful. Especially if it is something they cannot change. Especially if it's something they cannot do anything about it. They've been to doctors. They've been to hospitals. They've been everywhere. But the situation is not changing. And they end up crying. They end up shedding tears because of the pain. It is painful when you find yourself in a situation that you did not cause. It is painful when you find yourself in a situation that you did not contribute to, that you did not bring about, but you discovered. Broken, so that it is your situation. You discover that this is what you are going through, or this is what you are facing, or this is what is in your life, and it is so painful you cannot change it. You have tried what you can do, but it is not changing. Maybe it is even getting worse. So my advice is hold on to the Lord. Don't look left or right. Don't change. Just hold on to the Lord. Don't go anywhere else. Don't turn around. Don't change your mind. Just run unto the Lord, hold on to the Lord, and seek the Lord. Yeah, Brokonzo, just like Hannah. She went to the Lord. She ran to the Lord. Just hold on to the Lord. And I encourage, especially the husbands, if you find yourself with your wife in a situation where she cannot conceive, don't blame her. She's going through enough problem, enough pain. You don't need to add on to it. Because other people out there, they are causing a pain. Maybe she doesn't even tell you, but she's going through painful experiences, especially from family. So as a husband, you have to stand and support your wife. At times it is the husband. The problem is on the side of the husband. Maybe they've been to doctors and they've been told that the husband has got a low sperm count. The wife should not cause pain to the husband, because the husband already has gone through enough pain. Maybe he doesn't just say it, but it's painful. Maybe he sheds tears on his own, you don't know. As a couple, you have got to support each other. It doesn't matter whose fault it is on. It's just the word of the doctors. God did not say so. So you don't have to blame each other. But you've got to hold those hands together. You've got to face it together. You've got to support each other. Yeah, broken. So you've got to wipe off the tears of each other. You don't have to make it worse. If you're a husband, you don't have to say, I'm going to look for another wife. If you're a husband, you don't have to say, I'm going to look for a girlfriend out there that will give me a baby. No, support your wife. If you're a wife, support your husband. Hold your hands, stand together and face the issue together and call on the Lord together. God will hear you. Yeah, broken. So it's not time to accuse the other one. It's not time to fight the other one. But it is time to support each other, just like the husband of Hannah. Yeah, broken. So one was on his side, was supporting her, did not turn against her, did not speak against her, did not point an arrow at her. He was there to support her and comfort her. I encourage you as couples in marriage, if this is your situation, if you are going through an experience or an issue that is causing you to go through painful experiences or to shed tears, maybe it is the fruit of the womb, support each other. At least you've got each other. Don't separate, but hold hands. Go to the Lord together, pray together, seek the Lord together. You answer. You show up in ways you cannot even understand. That fruit of the womb that is lacking, you give it to you, because he's the owner of everything. He is the factor of babies. You have got all the babies that you need. He has got all the babies that you are after. So hold on to him. Don't turn your back on him, but call on him and be on his side. He will come to your side when he sees that you are seeking him. Regardless of the situation, when he sees that you are seeking him, regardless of the pain. Don't go through pain so much that you don't even pray. When you were praying, so praying because of the pain, because of the tears, because of the sorrow. When they, of course, use that pain, it is the time for you to go to God. If you can't pray because the pain is too much, just sing or play songs of worshiping him, praising him. In that situation, he are broken, and he will show up. Remember that he is the only one that can answer you. He is the only one that can give you that child. Those people causing you pain, they cannot answer you. Those people causing you pain, they cannot give you the baby, but he can. So when you are in that situation, hold on to him. When you are in that situation, call on him. If you can't, sing songs to him. Play songs of praise. If it is time to go to church, go to church. If it is time to save him, save him. Don't say, because I don't have a baby, I cannot save him, or I shall no longer save him. No, save him more. If you are not saving him in your church, start saving him. In that your situation. If you are saving him in using one post, take more posts, save him more. Don't let that barrenness cause you to not to serve the Lord. Don't let that barrenness cause you to leave the presence of the Lord. Don't let that barrenness cause you to move away from God, but with the tears on your eyes, run to the Lord. Yeah, broken. So when Hannah went to pray, she had tears on her eyes. When Hannah went to pray, it was after Penina had caused her pain. It was not when she was happy. It was not when she had finished eating, but when she could not eat, when she was in pain, that was the time she went to the Lord. I encourage you to do the same. When they cause you pain, when you shed tears, when you go through sorrow because of what you are facing in your marriage, it is time to run to the Lord. It is time to call on him. Yeah, brokens. It is time to seek him. Rita, because only him, yeah, brokens, can answer you. Rita, and do the impossible. And do what only he can do. And do what no man can do in your life, in your marriage. Only him can wipe off those tears. Yeah, brokens. So many other issues are causing people to go to shed tears in marriage. Rita, it's not just having no children. It's not just barrenness. At times, couples go through issues, especially if they marry people from different cultures, or people from different backgrounds, or people from different countries, or people from different regions, or people from different tribes. Maybe they're in the same country, but they speak different languages. You find that they end up going through difficult situations. They end up going through painful situations simply because they are not from the same background. Maybe one is black and the other one is white, and then the people on one side will say either she's too dark or she's too white, or she's too short, or she's too tall, or she's too young, or she's too old, or she can't speak our language, she doesn't know our culture, she can't cook our food, she cannot do this and this that we do, she doesn't know anything about our background, she doesn't know anything about our country or our family or our culture, she can't even sing our songs, she can't even dance the way we dance, she cannot even celebrate the way we celebrate, she cannot even cook our food, she doesn't know, she cannot even dress the way we dress. We've got a national dress or a national culture that she doesn't know or he doesn't know. And that causes pain to the spouse. The two of them, they don't have problem. Either the wife or the husband is happy to marry the wife, or they are happily together, they are happy. But the other people, especially extended family, it could be brothers, it could be sisters. They might be saying, why did you marry a white person, or why did you marry a black person? Why did you marry a Brazilian or Italian when we are Germans? Why did you marry an African when you are from America? Why did you marry an African when you are from Jamaica? They say all things. Not because of that, not because you have done anything wrong, simply because of the way you were made, simply because maybe you are dark or you are light, simply because of the region you come from, simply because of the language you speak, simply because of how God made you. It's not your problem, it's not your issue, you did not do anything. It's just that you fell in love with someone that looks different from you, or you just fell in love with someone that is from a different language or a different country or a different region or a different continent from you. Because of that, they cause you to go through pain, they cause you to shed tears. But you know what? When you face such a situation, when you come across that, run to God. Call on him, he will answer you. Because it is not the first time it has happened. It happened before in the Bible. Rita, in Numbers 12, the Bible says, then Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Cushite woman whom he had married, for he had married a Cushite woman. Other versions, like King James Version, says he had married a woman from Ethiopia. These were Jews. But Moses says a Jew, he went on to marry a woman from Ethiopia, from Africa. And Miriam was not happy. Now Miriam was speaking against the woman. Miriam was speaking against Moses. Moses and the woman did not have problems. They were in love, they were agreeing. But it was now Aaron and Miriam speaking against Moses because he married a woman from Ethiopia. That caused pain, sorrow, tears to this woman. If you're in a similar situation, if you find yourself in a marriage where they cause you pain, sorrow, tears, simply because maybe you don't look like them, maybe you are darker or you are lighter, simply because maybe you don't come from the same country with them, or simply because your accent is different from theirs, or maybe simply because the way the food you eat, or the way you dress, or the language you speak, or whatever, it's not your problem. You did not do anything. It's the way God made you. It is God that made different languages and different colors of people. It is God that made Japanese, Chinese, Africans, Europeans, whatever. It's not your issue. But that what God made is now causing you to be in pain in that your marriage, because the family that you are married to, they are looking down upon you, they are fighting against you, they are saying you don't look like us, you don't talk like us, you don't walk like us, you don't eat like us, you don't dance like us, you don't dress like us, you don't speak like us, you don't cook like us. Whatever they say, just go to God and run on to the Lord. You're broken. Call on him. He's the one that created you. He's the one that created different types of people. So you should not worry when you go through pain because of things that you did not do. You should not worry when you go through pain because of things that you did not create. Yet God is happy with what he created. If you are Japanese, God is happy because he created you Japanese as you are. If you are European, God is happy because he created you European as you are. Because he's happy when he sees his children looking different and speaking different and dressing different and acting different. But these people, the same people, when they see someone from a different culture, from a different country, from a different language, married in their family, they are now causing those people pain, sorrow, tears. You know what? When you are in such a situation, Rosa, just run to the Lord. Just call on him. Just hold on him. Rita, he will answer you. He do the impossible. He will silence them. He is the one that silenced Miriam. It was not Moses that silenced Miriam. It was not the woman that Moses married that silenced the Miriam, but it was God. Rosa, that God that silenced Miriam in the case of Moses will silence whosoever it is that is speaking against you in your marriage because of whatever reason, because of the way you look or the way you talk or the way or where you come from. Whosoever it is that is using it against you to cause you pain, sorrow, tears in that your marriage. When you go to the Lord and you run to the Lord, he will answer. You're broken, so Jesus will show up. You answer them and you silence them. And you will not end there. You do the impossible. You cause you and your spouse to be closer. In the midst of what they are saying, in the midst of what they are doing, God will not allow them to separate you because it was his desire, his intention, his plan to have children that look different and speak different and walk different. So anyone that rises up against your marriage simply because of the way you look or the way you talk or the way of whatever or where you come from, they will not succeed. Here broken. Because as long as you run unto the Lord, as long as you hold on to the Lord, you wipe off your tears and you silence them. Rita, in the same way he silenced Miriam. Miriam was not only silenced, Miriam ended up with lepers for 7 days. If it was not for Moses, Miriam could have died. Here broken. But because Moses had to intercede, Moses had to ask God to forgive her, then God forgave Miriam. So whatever the situation, whatever it is that they say, not because of you, because of the way God created you, hold on to him, run unto him, call on him, and he answer you. You do what only he can do. You do what they will never understand. You cause your marriage to be sweeter. Rita, you cause you and your spouses to be closer. Because you are in love, you are agreeing. You don't see any differences that they see. So as long as you remain close. As long as you remain united, the two of you, all those differences they see and talk, they will no longer see them. Rosa, they will no longer talk about them. Because they will have seen the Lord with you. They will have seen that God is in this marriage. They will have seen that God is the one that created Rita, that marriage. They will see that they cannot separate you, they cannot succeed. Because when God created different people, he did not say they should not intermarry. Yeah, broken. So if God had said so, he could have told Moses not to marry the woman from Ethiopia. He could have said, you should not intermarry, but he did not say so. Actually, he fought against Miriam, who was against what Moses was doing. God did not say so, but Miriam said so. I don't care who you are in that family. As long as you are standing like Miriam, speaking like Miriam, causing pain to couples that are married in your family simply because one of them looks different or whatever reason, and you now want to talk like Miriam, you now want to fight like Miriam, I address you now to go back and look at yourself, go back and look at the Bible, what Miriam went through because of fighting against the woman that Moses had married. You should not be a medium in that marriage. Leave that couple alone to do what they want to do, to enjoy their marriage. It is their desire, their plan. They are free to choose, just like Moses was free to choose the wife he wanted. It was not in the hands of Miriam. But Miriam thought it was in her hands, but it was not so. Rosa, just hold on to the Lord. No matter the situations, no matter the pain. I know at times it is so painful, but God will wipe off your pain, your tears. God will wipe off your tears. Rita, if you hold on to him, if you run to him and call on him, and tell him the situation, and present the situation to him, and you answer, at times it is because of a name. At times they've given you a name in your marriage. I don't know what the name might be. Maybe you're barren, they've given you a name barren. Maybe you're poor, they've given you a name poor. Maybe you're whatever, and they've given you that name. And that name is causing you pain. That name is causing you to shed tears. Because you don't like it, it's not your name. But they've just given it to you. People in the family you are married to. People in the community are married. They know you are married, and because of that, whatever is going on in your marriage, they have given you a name. They've risen up against you, and they use a name against you. I've got a message for you today. You are not the first one to be given a name. You are not the first one to be called a name. If they did it before and it didn't work, it did not work in your own situation. Because before it happened in the Bible, in Genesis 37:19, the Bible says, they said to one another, here comes the dreamer. This was Joseph and the brothers of Joseph. They were calling him a dreamer. Here comes the dreamer. They gave him a name. His name, Joseph, they dropped, and they had to find their own name to give to him. But did they succeed? They did not succeed. The dream of Joseph came to pass. Joseph managed to live the dream. Joseph managed to be great like he had seen. After they had called him names, those that called him names only called him names and ended in calling him names. But the dream came to pass. I say the same to you today. Don't worry about the name they call you. Don't let it cause you pain. Don't let it cause you to shed tears. Remember, they called Joseph's names. Don't worry about it. And remember Ruth, when she was married, when she went with her mother-in-law, don't you think they were calling her names with all that poverty and being a foreigner, a Moabite? But she held on. She did not go back. She did not change. She just held on with all the names they were calling her. She just went on. You do the same. Just hold on. It doesn't matter what they call you. It doesn't matter what you come across. It doesn't matter what they do to you. Just hold on to the Lord. Any name they call you, when they see God with you, they'll drop the name. Here broke on. Just like when they saw God with Joseph, they dropped the name. They no longer called him the dreamer. Yeah, broken. They even regretted why they were calling him, why they did what they did to him. He did not even ask them. Just hold on to the Lord. No matter the name they call you, no matter what they do to you, hold on to him and seek him. You show up in ways that you don't understand. You show up in ways that you cannot even explain. You do the impossible in that your marriage. Any name that they are calling you, you wash it off. You do what will cause them to be ashamed to call you that name. When they see the way you answer you, when they see the way he is with you, no name will they ever call you again. But you have to hold on to him. You're broken. You have to seek him. Rita, you have to call on him and him alone, and he will silence them. You do what they can never understand. Maybe the problem that is causing you to shed tears in your marriage is because of family. Maybe your family, maybe your husband, your children have done things that when you are facing them, when you look at those things, you shed tears. It happened in the Bible as well. In 2 Kings 4, the Bible says, now a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets cried out to Elisha, your servant, my husband, is dead. And you know that your servant feared the Lord, and the Creator has come to take my 2 children to be his slaves. This woman was crying not because of what she had done, but she was crying because of what the husband had done. Maybe that is your case. No matter what you are going through, no matter what is causing you pain, tears, sorrow, because of a member in the family, maybe your husband, your children, what they have done, just go to God in that situation, and God will show up. God will wipe off those tears. God will answer you just like he answered this woman. He wiped off the tears of the woman. He will do the same if you call on him. He will show up in ways that you cannot even understand. Yeah, broken, so you do the impossible. Only him can answer you. Don't worry what the family did. Don't worry what you are facing because of what they did. Just run to God. He knows it's not your fault. Like in this case, it was not a fault. It was the fault of the husband. And then God answered. God showed up. All he needs is you to run to him, just like this woman ran. Yeah, broken to God. Thank you so much for watching. May the Lord bless you. I just like to take this opportunity to ask for donations. Yeah, Brokonzo. In any way you can help, in any way you can help with the donations, whether it's one-off donation or weekly or monthly, it doesn't matter. I just need assistance to keep the program going. Yeah, Brokonzo, to keep the program on air. My bank details are on the screen. You can get them on my website as well. May the Lord bless you richly as you do so. It's just for the word of God to go on. It's just for me to get help to preach the word. May the Lord richly bless you as you support me. Yeah, Brokonzo. I just want to pray for every marriage now. All the marriages that are facing issues, situations, and problems. May the Lord intervene in your situation. May Jesus show up in that your marriage. Yeah, Brokonzo. May you do what only He can do, Risa. Yeah, Brokonzo. May He do the impossible, the impossible, the impossible, the impossible. Rabayakosa. What you cannot explain, Rita. Risa Mayase. May He also. Blamakase. Rosa, may He show up in ways that you cannot even understand. May He provide and meet you at the point of your need. May you answer you before you call. May you cause your marriage to be sweeter than you expected. May He cause you to be called Sarah where they used to call you barren. May He do what He has never done in any marriage. Yeah, broken. May He cause your marriage to be the best of all the marriages that you have known in your family. Marisa, may He lift you up and your family. Rosa, may He answer. Risa, every question you have with regard to your marriage. Rosa, may He show up at every angle. Maras, where you need support in your marriage. May He do the impossible. May He bless you richly. Rita, any tears you have been shedding in your marriage, may He wipe them off. More also. Risa Kayase, and take you higher. Rose, Manas, Makaris, me also. I just want to say thank you. For those that have been calling, may you continue to call. May God bless you. And those that have been watching, may you continue to watch. Yeah, brokens, and may God do the impossible in your lives. Rita, in Jesus' mighty name, amen. Yeah, brokens. Hallelujah.